Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all these files into the folder 1, mv. Can somebody help me with the move command?
Which move command?
Yeah.
MV.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm doing here. I'm moving for Zafar and Zafar 1 to folder mv
Slash Zafar slash home slash Zafar.
Okay. Slash
And then
home slash Zafar
folder.
Folder. Okay. If I want to do both of them, I could do this too. Do you agree?
We can't see your screen. It's not working.
No? Oh.
It's frozen. Now it is.
Okay, let me start all over again, okay? Let me clear this. Okay, I think Zafar is already gone. Okay. So, if I want to move Zafar to folder, what is the command again? mv
slash home slash Zafar space Zafar 1.
Okay. And the folder.
Yes.
Okay, very good. This is an absolute path, and if you don't want to get confused, you could definitely use absolute path here. And if I do ll, everything is in folder. Now I want to see the size of the folder here. I think I already gave you the du command, right? Du command?
Yes. Disk
usage, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say du -h folder, and it's the size of the folder is 4.4 gigabytes, 4.4 billion. Okay, G means billion and M means million, so $4.4 billion here. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a bundle out of this. We're gonna wrap this in a shrink wrap. Okay, so what we're gonna do is star -cvf, and I'm gonna give the folder, the new folder which is gonna be there, tar, and the destination source. This is the source and the destination. So
one more time, what is the purpose of tarring it?
Tarring it is for the folder. You have multiple files, right?
Yes.
And you want to move around multiple files from one server to another server. You can. I mean, it's such a pain. You're moving one file at a time. You know. What we're doing is we are shrink wrapping it. We are wrapping all the files in. We're putting all the files in one box, and then shipping that box. Did you get it?
Yes. Yes.
If you're ordering multiple things from Amazon, you have an option to like put it in one box, right?
So what is the difference between zipping and tarring? The major differences. Zipping is only within 2 files?
No. Zipping, when you do zip, it reduces the size.
Okay, it's reducing the size.
Yeah. So zip, I should put down here, compressing it. In other words, compressing means reducing size. Reducing the size. Because in a real world scenario, there's going to be thousands of files with the bigger size of the files. And the older files, if you don't need it, you could just compress it and keep it there for a little bit before you get rid of it. So this is the command, and CVF, I will tell you what it is. And this is the new tarball. Actually, it's called tarball in the Linux language, tarball, and this is the source. Okay, so let me capture the screen. Alright, it's gonna take a minute here, but I'm gonna put down here what CVF means, okay? So what it's gonna do is C equals create, V equals verbose, F equals folder, okay? What verbose means show what is happening. So it is actually showing what is happening here, what files are being zipped or tarballed. What files are being tarballed. Oh, it says no space left on the device. Ah. Let me go here.
Said the same for me when I put the tar command in also.
Yeah, I think I need to get rid of some files here. Okay, I think it's me. It's just causing a problem.
So how many folders can we tar in one time?
One folder.
How many files can we put together
Whatever.
in tar?
Unlimited. Whatever files you have in
Unlimited.
that folder is going to do that.
Oh.
So you see how good that would become soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one file here. So okay, so we have 5 gig available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say tar -cvf. Okay, and let's see here. What I want to do is the folder name. Oh, let me exit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is tar -cvf. Okay, and I'm going to give the name folder dot tar. I'm giving the name first, and then which folder you want to tar it. Okay, so what is going to happen is it's going to take this folder, make another copy, and make that copy as a single file. Okay, you won't be able to go inside this file. Okay, even though the file name is coming from folder, you won't be able to go inside the specific file. Okay, so here it is showing you what actually it's tarring. Now if I do ls-l, the existing folder is there and there is a new folder with the same size of this folder here. So if I do, so the only advantage over here is we are just wrapping it up in the box. We haven't shrunk that up yet. If you do du-h folder 2.2 gigabytes, du-h folder.tar, what do you think will be the size of the du folder.tar? Anybody?
Should be the same.
Same folder, same size, yes. There you go. There is no advantage what we did here. Now you could use the gzip folder.tar and hit enter. Now it's going to reduce the size of the folder here to probably 2.2 megabytes. ls. Now see, gzip doesn't create a new folder or new file. It's gonna do whatever it needs to do to the same exact file. Okay. Now if I do gzip, I'm sorry, not gzip, du-h folder.tar.gz. Now the size has shrunk significantly. Now you want to untar it. What is the command to ungzip?
Gunzip, G-U-N-Z-I-P.
Yeah, gunzip. Thank you, both of you. Gunzip and the folder name. Okay, now if I do ls here, .gz will be gone. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is, let me copy this part here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this folder here. The original folder is gone. Actually, just imagine you got this folder from somebody emailed you for the folder. So you got this folder here and you unzip it. Now you're going to untar it. Okay, so how are you going to untar the file? It's the same command, tar hyphen
CVF.
no xvf. X stand for extract. CVF is creating this. CVF is to create it. XVF to extract it.
So if somebody sends the folder, the tart folder, so anybody else who is untarring it, they have the permissions to do that?
Yeah. Most of the time you are root, right? All these things you are done by administrator. Regular people can do all those things. Then you could change the permissions also. We will take a look at all those things in the permissions. We have quite a big topic which has permissions. We could cover that in there. Now if I do ls, how many folders should I have here? I should have 2 folders. There you go. This is a new folder, okay? And this is the one you received from another server as an example. So what I'm going to do is check the sizes of the folders. Okay, we check the sizes here. Original folder and folder dot tar are both same size. No difference in size. in disk usage. Okay, that's not very efficient. So what we're going to do is we could utilize gunzip, utilize gzip and gunzip to reduce the size and bring it back the original size. Okay, this is what we did here. We're not gonna have any break today. We're gonna go straight and end the class around like another half hour. Okay. I know so all of you have some kind of engagement today. Short weekend. All right. Is that okay with everybody? We'll just go.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're good.
Yes.
Okay. That way we'll be done, and you guys could have a long weekend. So we reduce the size, and then gunzip it brings the folder back, and then at a new location or delete folder. Okay, we at the new location or delete original folder. So what we have is we have left with only a single .tar file. Now what we're going to do is xvf. To extract it, you have to use xvf. X is extract, V is verbose, what did I put down up here? V means show you on screen what is being tar. F is a folder. Okay, so what we are doing is we are using a tar command to untar this folder, but this folder will remain as is. It will create a new folder out of it, and there you go, the folder is back there. It's a little bit confusing. When you practice it and watch the video, you should be good. Okay, I spend more time than doing it. So once you have a good explanation, what will happen is you could do this several times. You should be good. So the next thing we have is stat, S-T-A-T. And then let me see, clear this. Let me do ls. I'm going to create a file, touch file Zafar1. We have a file named Zafar here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do stat Zafar. So you have like a lot of information on the screen here. So what is this command is doing actually is showing the statistics of your file. Stat command displays detailed information regarding file or folder. Important information considered is Inode. So what is happening is stat Zafar is file is a name of the file Zafar. The size is 0 kilobyte and block is 0. The important thing is Inode. Inode is like a fingerprint for the file name Zafar. It's like a social security number to your name. Everybody got a social security number, right? So this is how it is. It assigns a unique numeric number to the name of the file so that you could recognize that file using the name. Okay? And this is the hex number, which is like a location where the file is sitting on the disk. So we don't have to worry about that too much. That's for the computer. All right, and over here, access information. So right now, all the information is going to be same because the file was created at that point. So when you see birth, the file was created at this time. Today's date, 12:08.0. These are all the milliseconds here. 7.90555 seconds because in Linux it calculates up to the billionth of a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So billionth of a second is calculated here. It's very important for the Linux to measure this. Okay, why? Because for example, in the stock market, the stock is going up and down fraction of a second. You know, within a second, the stock could go up and down many times. So that's why Unix operating system is tracking everything to the billionth of a second. Okay, and the read, write, and all this, we will have a separate chapter for this. We'll look in there. Okay, so let me go in the file and put something in there. If I do stat Zafar, now I have a little bit different information here. This information will not change. Okay, and this is the timestamp when it was changed. So it was changed on this day on this time. And when was it modified? It was modified around this time here. So these all look good, same here, but look at the last part here. These parts are different here. Well, access and modify are supposedly the same thing here. Maybe if I do cat Okay, all right, let me do this here. Stat. All right, now when it was modified, it has changed and the access is changed. So I just access it just now. So this is the timestamp for access. This is the timestamp for when it was actually modified, and this is the timestamp for change. I'm not sure what is the difference between change and modify here. I mean, change means it might actually be looking anything has changed for that file here. I'm not sure, but I'm not worried about that. If you need to go in there and look for the file, this is what it is. Most of the time, you won't be able. You don't need to go in that deep when you're working. So now I'm going to just give you this information here about Inode. Okay, so Inode, this is the number here, right? But what is it carrying is it's a table on the disk that holds the file information. That means it is holding all this information here. Owner of the file, group of the file, type of the file, or a directory. So over here we says file is file 1. So if you do stat folder, it will tell you a directory. Okay? And the permissions are the permissions here. And date and time, and number of links. The folder has 2 links and the file has 1 link. We'll go into the link, what a links means, okay? And the block information. Okay, so it has the block information, IO block. So actually this is the block, and this is also a block information here. Okay. All right, we'll go a little bit deeper on some of this issue here later. But if you could use the find command, you could use the find command using the inode number here, okay? So I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to clear this. I'm going to do find. I'm going to find in root -inum. This time around, you're going to use the inode number to find the file. And what I'm going to do is 2 greater than dev now. I'm sending all the garbage information I don't need to see to the null. So what is happening here is this is the find command. This is the location. We are telling system to use inode. And this is the inode number. Don't show errors.
I can't hear you.
No, I'm not talking yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, so, and this is what you do to locate the file using inode. Below. Let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create another file. Like, let me go in here, cd/home. I'm going to say touch file, touch Zafar. Inode stat Zafar, right? So look, the inode for this file and a similar naming file name Zafar is different. But if I run this here command, it's going to find only the file which is Zafar here. But if I run the command, change this and change this to Zafar, it will find everything which is matching Zafar. Oh, here I'm going to have to say remove this. Instead of inum, I'm going to say name. Okay, I think I have 2 files here. Why did you find 4? Anybody know why it find 4 output?
Can you repeat the question, please?
I know I have 2 files with the name Zafar, right? One in this directory and one is in home directory. But it found 4 files. I'll tell you. This is a file.
One is at home and the other is in the folder.
Yeah.
2 different. Yeah.
And also it's in the folder file. So when I search in the root directory, it's going to find everywhere. I'm not going to put this here, so now you know. Okay, so in Linux system, what is a file? What is a file? File is a
Data
file.
or files.
Okay, file. What is file? File is just a file, right? And folder or directory is also a file. Okay, you gotta remember this. In Linux, everything is file. A folder is also a file, and a directory. I'm sorry, a file is a file, and a directory is also a file.
Everything is.
Everything is file here. The only reason I'm just telling you now is so that you understand this. So we look for Zafar here, but here it is showing you as Zafar, like the whole location here. Okay, it's not just bringing you this here, it's bringing you the whole thing as Zafar here. So because this is a full file location. Alright, let me clear this. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on links. This is just informational, okay? It is something you need to remember. Alright. So the command for link is ln. There are 2 types of links. Okay. two types of links for a file: a hard link and soft link. And I'm going to copy and paste this hard link information here. Hard link it has same inode number. Okay, you have to provide source and destination absolute paths. Any change to content of the file will be updated on both files. Hard link files are essentially duplicates of each other. If the original file is deleted, the hard linked file will survive. Hard link for directories are not allowed. Okay, so let's do this here. I'm gonna get rid of the tar folder here. We don't need that anymore, okay? And I'm gonna do ls-l. I'm gonna get rid of Zafar too. And if I do ls folder here, there are so many files in there, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a hard link here. So I am doing tree here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a hard link for the file here, okay? On this present working directory. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say ln/home/Zafar, and then I'm gonna say folder1 folder and file1. Okay, this is the full path of this file here. Okay, and where is the place I want to create the file hard link, soft link, or hard link, I'm sorry. I'm going to create home/Zafar, and I'm going to create it here, file 1. Okay, so file 1 and these two are hard links. Okay, they are hard links now. What does mean is they're everything in each other will be the same exact thing here. So I'll let me copy this here. So what is happening now is, if I do ls here, there's a file 1 here, right? I'm gonna vi file 1 and shoot. Okay, if I do cat file 1 and if I do cat folder file 1, both are same files. If I do vi, or if I do add something to the line here, okay, echo, how do I add to the line? This is and how I need to do the redirector. What do I do?
Greater than?
Yeah, very good. But I want to keep everything inside the file here. What do I do? Two greater than. You do the two greater than sign twice. If you do single, you're gonna override everything and then only this will be in there. And there is no second chance. You gotta be careful with all this here, guys. You're learning Linux. This is as a Linux person, you will have a lot of control over a lot of stuff. So you have to be really, really careful how you running the command here. If I do this and hit enter, there is no going back. Okay, I did this cat greater than to file, this file here, but I'm going to cat this file which is in a different location, and see, it got updated on the other side here. So it's a duplicate. Duplicate in the sense, if you update this file, the other file gets updated too. Alright, any questions? Let's play this couple more times. Adding, this is a hard link line. There you go. Alright, so I updated this file here. I updated this file and I'm reading this file here. So if I update this file gets updated too. Any questions? So let's see here. Let's check the I number for the both files here. How do you check the I number for the both files?
Stat.
That's
I
a
know.
good way to do it here. Give me 1 second. I'm getting a call. I'm in a class, I'll call back. I'm in a class, I'll call back.
Sorry, can you water the plants off?
Yeah. Okay. I'm back. Yeah, you do stat and file1. Stat folder/file1, and they both have 2612478, and they both have the same exact inode number here. The file size is same, and let's see here, all this thing information is same here. Okay, but the quick easy way to do it is ls-I and the file name, folder/file1 and ls-I file1. Oh, not I. Let me clear this. ls-I file1. There you go. Both files have the same inode numbers. For the graphics. If you update one file, if you update either file, both files get updated. It's the same exact duplicate, but it's live. That means what I'm trying to say is if you update this file, the other files get updated too. What if I remove the original file here? Alright, from here the file 1 is gone, but the file which was not deleted, it will survive. So it has all the information there. Alright, I think we're gonna end here, and I was hoping I finished this commands today, but we still have a lot of other commands, so it's gonna go into another week. So this file survived. Do you guys have another 10 minutes? We're gonna get I think I don't have, this is almost end. One more I have to show you soft link, then we'll be done with the basic commands, and when we come back we'll start the directory structure. So the next one is soft link. Okay, soft link is referred to as symbolic link or symlink. Okay, and you have to provide absolute path for the source and destination, and soft link has different inode number. Most of the time soft link is used to grant read permission or read access to user or application. To a restricted file. Okay, updating soft link updates original file. Deleting original file will render soft link useless. And soft link is allowed for directories. Hard link is not allowed for the directories. So how are you gonna create a soft link here? I'm gonna say tree here, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a soft link for a file 1 into the folder. I'm going to use the command ln -s. Earlier what I did was I did ln. I didn't use s, but this time I'm using s. That means it's a soft link. Okay, and this is the source file home Zafar file 1, and the destination is home Zafar folder and file 1. And very important thing here is soft link has different inodes. Okay, you gotta be careful with that. So if I do inode ln -i and file 1, if I do inode ln -i and I'm saying file 1, why is he saying replace file 1? Oh, no, I'm so, if I do tree ls-i file 1 and ls-i and this file. Okay, now look, for the soft link, it will actually change the color and it will give you the location of the real file. So what is happening here is alright, and the inodes are different. Okay, so inodes are different, and soft link is just the link. It doesn't have any say over anything. Okay, that's all there to it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the original file. And I'm going to do tree. Now you see in color here that the file it's the original file is gone. If you see something like in pink, that means the file is deleted. The symlink is broken. Okay, the symlink or the directory, I'm sorry, not the directory, the file is not connected with the original file anymore, and this file is useless. Now let's make a directory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a directory mkdir New York. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do tree, and then I'm going to create a directory inside a folder here, symlink for New York. So how do I do? ln-s. First I have to give you the source, home Zafar New York, and then the destination is home Zafar folder, and then I'm going to give it the name New York 2. Okay, even though this is New York, it is going back. Let me just delete this thing here. Okay, so let me annotate here.
So you gave the different name to it and New York too,
Yes.
or did it? Okay.
When I was creating the soft link, I gave it him the different name. So that I just wanted to highlight this. Name doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what is happening in there. Okay.
So it is showing a different color. So do we, if we don't give a different name, is it fine too, since it's having a different color?
As long as it's a soft link, if it doesn't matter if it's the same name or different name, the soft link has a color. New York 2 has color, and then it's showing you what is the correct location of that file. Is that the answer, or you're looking for something else?
No, fine.
Yeah, I mean, the more you practice, it gets interesting here. I think in the last class, I forgot to mention all this. Okay, so let me go into CD New York. I'm going to create a bunch of files. Touch June, July, August. All right, I'm going to go back. I'm going to do tree. All right, so I'm going to say June, July, and August, but in here, it's not showing anything in there because it's going to redirect in here. So let me go into CD slash slash folder slash New York 2. And if I do ls here, I see this information here. And if I do tree, it's just showing this two information over here is here. Even though if I do tree here, PWD here, it is showing you home Zafar folder New York 2. So you got to be a little bit careful here how things are working and interconnected. This is how, connecting one file to another file and doing a hard link and soft link. This is how the size of the disk is being reduced compared to Windows environment. Okay, that is why I told you early on, size of the Linux operating system is very small compared to Windows. Linux is like 10 gigabyte, Windows maybe 50 gigabyte. And I'm just saying. So this is end of the regular commands here. Starting next week, we'll go into the directory structure.
Now, how you created June, July, August in folder in New York? Can you create in New York too also?
Yeah.
And then the same content will be shared between both.
Yeah. Touch September. Okay, if I do CD tree. All right. So we were in here, but in fact it created the files in here. That's a very good question. That means you're getting all this whatever you're learning, you're getting into this. So you notice here we created here, but we were in this directory when we created this New York and PWD. So we were in New York too. but the files actually got created in New York. Why? Because it's the symbolic link. All right, so that is it be it for here. And next week is Eid, so we're not gonna have class next week. We're gonna have next class on 16th. So there will be good 2 weeks you will have to complete some assignment here. Okay. If you have any questions, put that in the chat, and if you don't, please complete the assignment. I'll upload the videos right away.
جزاك الله خير. عيد مبارك.
All right, Eid Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum.